Well, hello, my soul friends. It is Victoria with the Soul Nurture channel, a channel that was birthed out of my heart to support all of you and me and our continual unfolding. It's the topics I cover are all connected to reclaiming our soul potential, to connecting to our soul wisdom and guidance, and finding navigational tools to help us do so, like spiritual tools like astrology, the Enneagram, imagery. My training, one of my trainings is in transformational hypnotherapy. So, all kinds of things to help us reclaim that beautiful essence we came in with and help nurture it into absolute possibilities. Anyone interested in that? I hope so. So if you're drawn to this channel, trust there's no accident. Whatever made you click on this topic, I do cover the new moons and full moons. I say that is not my lead gifting. I love to look at the astrological weather as guidance from the divine to help us make sense of things that don't make sense, that help us kind of navigate through the transformational waters that we are all in, right? So I welcome you. Thank you. If this is your first time, subscribe, and hopefully something I say in this video will speak to you. Like if you feel called to share, if there's something that connects with you. You could also, I recently discovered this, do little clips on YouTube. I think you have to be a subscriber, which I highly recommend being a YouTube subscriber. You get to download wonderful videos and do things like take clips off of your favorite video and share just the clip. So, okay. So how are you doing, my friends? We are in the new year. Although if you've watched any of my other videos, I say the new year begins whenever we're ready. It's not a date on the calendar. It's your potential and your soul aligning with the divine right timing for you. So don't feel bad if you're feeling like, well, my goodness, the new year started without me, and this new year might have felt that way for many of you. I know it has for me. We've had a Mercury retrograde, Mars retrograde, and as I'm recording this, Mercury is going retrograde the next day, tomorrow. The 18th, yeah, and Mars just went direct. Did I say retrograde for Mercury? I tell you, this Mercury retrograde has been a doozy for me. How about you? And here's the thing, there's no bad aspects or bad things. Like Mercury retrograde isn't a bad thing, but some things can happen that can feel frustrating. Like my professional page on Facebook, which I'm pretty much over Facebook. I don't know if I'm going to continue after this, but anyway, I got a notification that somebody had reported my Facebook page for, I don't know if the word was indiscretion or something. And I was like, what? One too many positive motivational posts? What did I do wrong? And my friend said to me, that's a scam. Don't even answer it. So I did not. Even though the warning said if you don't respond, you will be locked out of your page. And sure enough, I was. And now I'm dealing with the Facebook maze, trying to figure out how to reclaim my page to be able to post. And in doing so, I found out that someone from China, looks like from China, has been using my page to try to run advertising with my credit card on file on Facebook. So yeah, Mercury retrograde, let's go direct and let's sort this stuff out. So yeah, for me, I've had a lot of technical stuff with computers and phone and whatnot. So I always like to check in with you before I dive into this new moon in Aquarius. And we're entering into Aquarius season. And so happy birthday, my Aquarians out there. If it's your birthday season, let me know. Comment, let me know when your birthday is, the day you arrived on the planet, and do comment when I do get to my description of what Aquarian energy feels like, what you resonate with, and what you love about being Aquarian. And this could be your sun, your moon, or your rising. I am a 26-degree Capricorn, so my first house is mostly Aquarius, so I totally identify with Aquarius. And if you watch my channel, you can see what an Aquarius vibe is like. I'm a little eccentric in some areas, all over the place with my topics, and I'm not following any solid. I'm not a typical Capricorn rising, because if I were full house Capricorn rising, it would be regimented, and certainly I am not. Anyway, okay. So how are you? How have you been feeling? I want to know. Um, have you felt stuck? Have you been feeling as we entered in the new year? What have you been noticing? So the reason why I say the new year doesn't really start until spring, although this new moon in Aquarius is going to feel like the new year we'd like to have, the experience of fresh energy, breakthroughs, awakening to our potential. So that's all good. But really, I think about, so when we're in Capricorn season, ruled by Saturn, we're in the northern hemisphere anyway. I hope I'm not alienating my friends in the southern hemisphere. I have some friends that were connecting with me from Australia and New Zealand, and I'm not speaking to. I've been speaking to the winter, so hopefully there's still something else in the videos that connect with you. Come back, I miss you. Anyway, so in the winter we're more inner and still kind of dealing with what we want to plant in the darkness of this time in the soil. And so that's kind of like the wintry Capricorn energy for me. And we're going to be moving into Aquarius on the 20th. So January 20th. So that, I feel what this new moon is going to feel like, a light switch goes on, like more energy, like breakthroughs. I have been calling 2023 the year to break free. 2023, the year to break free, or 2023, the year to be uniquely me. And I'm going to break that down a little bit more in just a moment. So yeah, we've had this kind of stuck energy, Mercury, Mars, and Uranus in retrograde, but we're beginning to move out. Hopefully you're feeling the stirrings of possibility, or like kind of waking up to more energy, or feeling some visionary ideas coming. So yeah, so back to my little idea, Capricorn is the time of building structure, learning our lessons, which is repeating with this new moon. We are not out of the energy of reviewing our lessons learned in all areas, but how are the structures of your life? How are your relationships doing? And all this time of reviewing. And Mercury is in Capricorn, so it's still like the invitation is take your life and your potential seriously and take responsibility for your potential and your life. And this is, we have been reviewing what isn't and hasn't been working. Really, can you identify with that? Sort of like maybe getting our noses rubbed in it a lot, right? Okay, well, and so then as we break through into Aquarius season, it's going to feel like, okay, now I know what to do. And now I have some ideas. And where I felt stuck, and especially with these planets going direct, and Uranus is going direct on January 22nd, and it is the Chinese New Year, and it's the year of the rabbit. And I am a rabbit. Any other rabbits out there? I'm actually really excited about this. The year of the rabbit, because I don't know enough. I really don't know much about Chinese New Year at all. And if anybody does, chime in the comments. But I do know I'm a rabbit, and I know it's the year of the rabbit, and that's, it's my year. So rabbits, it's our years. And that in general, I think that the rabbits are kind, and the diplomat, and Chinese, with the Chinese New Year. So I'm calling that in for this new year. Yeah, because there's a lot more transformation, a lot more intensity, a lot more evolving, a lot more breakdown to breakthrough is still going to continue. And hopefully we'll do it in a kinder way, more diplomatic, more connected, especially with Aquarius new moon, which is the first new moon of the year. I feel like it sets the tone for the whole year. My chair is so squeaky. Can you hear it? I need to ask my husband to oil it because it drives me nuts. But anyway, it's a little distracting. Hopefully not so much for you. we'll get that resolved soon. Anyway, so yeah, I believe the stirring of possibilities are happening now. So, um, are you noticing it? Are you feeling it? So, I love that this is the first new moon of the new year in Aquarius, setting the tone. And the other reason it's setting the tone is that Pluto is going to be moving into out of Capricorn, where we've been for what 15 years or so. I think a long feels like 1,000 years to me, because it's been in my 12th house and just all kinds of aspects with me on my South Node. And collectively, we've been learning and witnessing the old archaic systems and structures that aren't working, and that whole, what's not working. And we're seeing it all over the place in our government and all kinds of systems. And we were invited to look at our own foundations, our own lives, and what have we built our lives upon? How is our foundation? What beliefs have we built our being on? Are they supportive? Are they empowering? Or have they been diminishing us and disempowering us? So when Pluto goes into Aquarius on March 23rd for a short little visit, just a little, I think it's it's like the tap on the shoulder, or maybe the alarm goes off and we hit snooze and go back into Capricorn. Maybe that's it, to do some more work with Capricorn. But we're going to feel, I believe, this is the possibility. Again, astrology is just possibility, and the way that I intuit it, it's just my take. You're the expert of you, I always say. And the way that you can learn about astrology is track your own life. How are you feeling? What's happening? What are you noticing? And then begin to learn about the transits, or contact someone like me. I love to look at soul charts, I call them, because my focal point in looking at a chart for someone is to look at your soul essence and the potential, and to help you reclaim and nurture that potential. But I love doing charts because something always comes through that is just remarkable. And I'm always, when people say that's spot on, I'm always so grateful for this gift of a divination tool that allows me to help people see their essence more, and really stand tall and proud and accepting of all of it, right? That's what we need to do when we work with our charts and the collective universal transits, accepting that all of this is purposeful. It's helping us evolve and unfold. And I know it feels like hard work, and really we are, with Pluto and Capricorn, and now moving into Aquarius in March. It is a rebirthing cycle, a huge rebirthing cycle. And that's kind of the theme of this new moon too, because leading up to the new moon, let me back up and pause a moment. There's so much here. Like, I'm just, wow, there's so much to share with you also, and I want to keep it short. So let me do that. But this new moon is giving us a hint of, okay, 2023 is the setup for bigger breakthroughs in 2024 when Pluto goes into Aquarius. For the majority, it does go back again. There's some back and forth. Goes back into Capricorn in 2024 in September, but then it goes back in to Aquarius in November, and it stays there until 2043. So this year is kind of the setup. It's kind of the in-between, the Capricorn energy. How's our foundation? What did we learn? How have we applied the lessons? What are we needing to rebuild within ourselves, our being, our world, in order to create innovative new possibilities, to evolve to something greater yet to be, okay? So this is what this new moon is offering us, the feeling of that. And so Aquarius, when we move out of the building, the structure from Capricorn season to Aquarius season, it's the being the visionary for our own life. Or I coined a phrase, I was going to trademark it because I love it so much. And it's, don't be a visionary, be a vision actionary. Meaning you take action on your visions. But this is not that time yet. It's the time to vision, to think outside the box, to really let yourself dream a really impossible dream that you remember. I love that quote from Audrey Hepburn, that impossible means I'm possible. You just move that word and separate it, it becomes I'm possible. I love that. So it's a time to remember what's still possible for you and to vision for that. Okay. And so the setup to this new moon, we have had Sun conjunct Pluto. It's on today, as I'm recording, the 17th to the 19th. Guess what? Say the word with me. More transformation. Yes, remember I said some of these videos I've been doing since 2020, we should have a drinking game, or, you know, put money in a jar for every time I say the words transformation, unfolding, but mostly transformation, because we have just been through so much. Shifting, transforming, rebirthing. We are in a rebirthing, and yes, rebirthing is messy and hard, and we get tired. Don't anyone out there tired? I mean, I definitely have moments of I'm so tired, and physically and mentally, and yet it is that, you know, pause before the breakthrough. I keep having an image I'm going to share. I remember hearing this from Reverend Michael Beckwith about when a chick is inside an egg. At first, it's wonderful. You know, it's like, yeah, it's living in its own, it's incubating in this protective shell. It's got nourishment, and it's fine. It's good. But then as the chick grows and it's living in this small container and in its own, you know, excrement, and all of the nourishment has is no longer available, it can feel stuck in there for a while. But then what happens? The breakthrough, the shell, and seeing that there's something on the other side that they had no idea about. This is the energy of the new moon in Aquarius, and the energy of when Pluto goes into Aquarius and takes us into 2024. The breakthroughs to what we had no idea, and maybe we visioned for something greater yet to be, and it's aligned with that, but it comes in a way that's so unexpected, so unpredictable, some of the archetypal expressions of Aquarius. And I want to get to Aquarius, the archetype. And again, for my Aquarians out there, comment if you say, oh yeah, that's me, or I'm also like this. And again, generalities. I love to do something when I watch movies, or watching something, you know, it drives my husband crazy because I'm on my phone, but I'm not on my phone. I'm researching. So if I'm watching a character or an actor and I'm like, I'm really interested about this character or this actor, I start to guess what their astrology might be. It's really a good tool if you're learning astrology. Mostly like, okay, this actor, like Christian Bale is an Aquarius, and I just watched a movie with him, and I was thinking, gosh, he's so different and unusual and unpredictable, and eccentric. Sure enough, he's an Aquarius, right? So Aquarians, I'll go to that. I was going to do that at the end, but I'll do it now. Some famous Aquarians to help you feel into the energy of Aquarius. Oprah, our beloved Oprah Winfrey. She's an Aquarius. Let's think about her. Let's feel into her energy. Humanitarian, always striving for innovative ways for serving humanity, and super bright, right? I mean, Aquarians are like geniuses. I mean, because they're ruled by Uranus and Saturn. The modern, and the one I think really fits Aquarius to the T, is Uranus, the planet of Uranus. But in ancient times, it was Saturn, because you know, when Saturn was visible, they could see that planet and work with the track what was going on with that planet. So, but Uranus fits to me, you know, the sign of Aquarius. But the two co-rulers, think about Saturn is, the structure, and then the electric breakthroughs, so Oprah feels more of the structured Saturn to me, but she definitely has, the Uranus intellect and humanitarian spirit for sure. There's oh yeah, so sad. This one, I don't know. Did this hit you all hard? It hit me so hard. Um, Lisa Marie Presley, her sudden and unexpected death. Um, she was an Aquarius, and I was thinking, wow, she really died like an Aquarius, sudden, shocking, unexpected, unpredicted. Um, and and then we can look at just who she was, this very eccentric individual. Aquarians are all about individuality, individual and unique expression. And there's a little bit of that hermit, in her that I think is connected to Saturn. Um, Aquarians can feel very disconnected. Where's my tribe? Because they're so unique and can feel, and there's the rebels, and they can feel outside of the normal conformity of life. So I think Aquarians are misunderstood, and I'll get into that a little bit more. And that's the energy we're going to be invited to utilize for our own unfolding and breakthroughs. But yeah, when I saw her name on the list of famous Aquarians, that really just dropped my heart into that space of, wow, what a life, huh? And who was the other one? Oh, Harry Styles. I thought that was definitely, how he's so fluid with his dressing, and he's so eccentric, so talented. Something so quirky about him. This is Aquarius, okay? So Aquarians, eccentric, unpredictable, the rebels, they're interesting. They're just a puzzle you can probably never figure out, right? They're aloof, and yet they're definitely connected to community and humanity. But they can be detached, like they can be like non-emotional about things. It's a fixed air sign, and they can be determined and stubborn. And this is the energy that we get to say, okay, how are you? New moon in Aquarius. New moon means conjunct to the sun at 1 degree. So you're going to look at 1 degree Aquarius in your natal chart to see where this is, where you're being invited to something new in your life. This is happening in my first house. And the other thing I did want to touch on is that the sun and the moon are opposite Lilith. Now, I'm still learning about Lilith. I'm intrigued by Lilith. Lilith is on my radar. Lilith, it's called Black Moon Lilith, and there's also an asteroid called Lilith. Black Moon Lilith is a point. It's the, how do I say it? It's the apogee of the dark side of the moon. Let's just say that. And it's connected to the archetype of Lilith. And I'm so excited. The synchronicity of this is so great because Lilith has been on my radar for a while. And I'm starting a class today. I'm in a class with a woman a teacher from Hayden Institute that I'm connected to. I got my spiritual direction training there, and I'm now in the dream work training, and I love, these are my people. And Karen Campbell has put together this year-long exploration into Lilith. But so what I know in this moment about Lilith is that Lilith was, the energy of Lilith is being rejected, shunned, cast out. One of the myths of Lilith is that Lilith was Adam's first wife in the Garden of Eden, and she would not submit to Adam. She wanted to be his equal. And so he rejected her and said, this wife is not working for me. And Lilith then goes, it's a long story, but we see it's connected. Lilith is connected to the suppressed sacred feminine, the wild feminine that we as women and the sacred feminine in men, but where we were taught to suppress and conform and be the good girl and don't, don't speak up and rock the boat, right? Well, how interesting that Sun and Moon in Aquarius are opposite Lilith, because it's another invitation to rock the boat, to rock and break through out of the limited space you're in, to reclaim your unique and authentic power and beauty and essence, and to really say, okay, this is no longer working for me. So here are some questions that are coming intuitively. Where have you been conforming, shoving yourself in a box, in a limitation, and you're ready to break through? When I was on my bike ride thinking about this, the new moon, I kept seeing a bull in a stall before they get released into the rodeos. I hate that, the riding of the bulls. So I didn't really sit with this image too much, but I was like, why is it a bull when it's not, I think of that's connected to Taurus. Well, we still have the North Node in Taurus, and Uranus is in Taurus. So there it is. All the ways our wildness has been caged up, limited, and we're pissed off. Think about the bull. Like, just when it breaks out of that gate, it's like, and then there's a person riding its back. It's like, hell no, get off my back. Let me be me, right? And stop restraining me. This is the energy, my friends, I'm feeling. I really feel it. So are you busting out of conformity, or where have you held yourself back? What lessons do you need to apply to the unfolding and evolving? There's a bunch of questions coming, so pause and write them down and journal them later. And I think with Lilith there, what have you hidden that, and connected to Aquarius, that you're so afraid of people maybe finding out about you? That's kind of your wild, freaky side. This could be, sexually. This could be a way of speaking. This is me, like for me, I was feeling into the breakthrough energy in 2020, and that's when I brought astrology forward. And I still feel this, oh my gosh, am I going to lose friends over this? And I know I have a lot of conversations with my Christian friends, and I understand their fear. I had it, and I still, growing up a Catholic, and all the fear about it. But the more I study and I lean into the learning about the things that I had fear about that were in my shadow, and this is also Sun conjunct Pluto, the things that were in our shadow, to look at them, face the fear, and say, why do I believe that? And is this belief limiting me? And what have I been hiding that I want to bring forward? And with Aquarius energy, really let your eccentric freak flag fly. Be your own being. Who are we waiting for to give us permission? You have permission. I give you permission. Let yourself just fly with freedom. And that's another Aquarius word, freedom. Freedom to be yourself. I want to make sure that I didn't miss anything else about the archetype of Aquarius. I said radically individual. Yeah. Innovative, originality. Yep. And thinking way outside of the box. Even like this energy is like destroying the box, so you can never, ever, ever crawl back into it. Breakthrough time, baby. Big breakthrough time. And here's the thing. Yeah, you're ready, aren't you? Aren't we all ready? One thing I wanted to say, and then I got to wrap up. I'm at 28 minutes now. I saw in 2020, this is where division came. We all collectively felt like things need to change. And they do. But things don't change by arguing about them. Things change by looking at what's going on inside of us and where can we change. We are the transformational agents of change if we're doing our own inner work. And if you are judging someone else, or you feel judged by someone else, which we're seeing with this division, I'll tell you, with this fixed energy of Aquarius, please, please, please look at where you're so rigidly fixed on an ideology that isn't serving the collective and humanity as a whole, not just a group. Don't be stuck in your group think. move out of your one channel you watch on television. Sit with in prayer or meditation. Show me a higher way that serves all. Because the more I'll just say we, this is a we thing, and Aquarius wants us to move into the we and out of the me, about me, what serves me. It's about we, us, our unfolding. What's best for all of us. So sit with a question like, what view can I take? What perspective can I take that supports our highest and greatest collective unfolding? Okay. That's all I have for you with this, my soul friends. I hope you got something out of this. Please comment, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Help me continue to expand my YouTube viewers. I don't like the word follower. I like viewers or friends, my soul friends. Okay. What did you take away from this? Let me know. Comment. And if you're kind of shy, I get it. But bust out of that limitation of shyness. I do every time I do a video for you all. I'm busting out right now. Bust out, write something in the comment. And even if it's just, where are you viewing from? And I always love to know that. And if you comment on something else of a takeaway, still let me know where you're viewing from. I love it. Okay, wrapping up now, from my soul to yours. So many great wishes for this new moon. Remember, the new moon is where we do set intention and plant seeds of possibility for greater yet to be. May it be so. My love to you. Until next time. See you then. Bye.